Kyren Wilson is in the 2020 World Snooker Final. I'm okay with 2 metre distance until moments like this, when you just want to shake the hand of people you know, but we can't. Kyren, if I can just move you just in there, if you just stand in a little closer. 85, the last frame, that's the only comparison that Jimmy White can come up with in terms of the decider at the Crucible or anywhere in snooker. Just talk me through what's going through your head right now. A million things, I'm sure.
Yeah, I want to hold it together because it's really hard. Just mental match, mental decider. I'm gutted it's obviously ended the way it has. You know, it's not nice to sort of send someone home in such a big stage, you know, on a fluke. I just couldn't believe what was happening. You know, I sort of managed to find something from somewhere and pull back to a decider, held myself together through the break, and then, you know, missed a silly, took my eye off a red, focusing on position, and then played a great snooker where I thought that had won me the match. And, you know, if it had finished there, you know, it'd be a different story with the way I'm feeling. But yeah, and then I went in off on the red, kicking it in the middle. I just couldn't believe what was happening. It's just mental, absolutely mental.
We're using literary references from other centuries, and I'm going to show you that green moment, which is, for me, one of the most tender moments I've witnessed in the years of presenting snooker, because you achieved your dream, well, one step away from your dream when this green went in, but your immediate thought was as simple as, I feel so much for my opponent, and it was just really emotional to watch when we were here.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we're two young lads that have grown up together, played in amateur stuff, you know, since we were like 11 years old. So for me, it was great that we were competing in the semi-final and competing so well. I felt like it was probably one of the best semi-finals you'll ever see. It had just absolutely everything. I just wish that it didn't sort of end the way it did. But, you know, I've had so many kicks in the teeth, you know, like Anthony's just had there. You know, I lost a Champion of Champions final, more or less, to a bit of bad fortune. So, you know, these things happen. So maybe it was just my turn. Lady Luck was on my side.
What did you say to him at the end, if you don't mind me asking?
I just said, I'm so sorry, mate. You know, I just couldn't believe it was going to end that way. I just said, look, you keep playing like that, you'll be back here again in no time. You know, I really did think he held himself together really well. Even at the end, you know, looking at him there, he's holding himself together lovely. I'm in bits. Just a few pints, I think, Colin. Well,
you do know you've got to play in the final of the World Championship tomorrow at the Crucible with fans, so maybe not too many pints when you do. The match itself, you roared out 6-2. You came back to 8-all. Looked like you were going to get to that perfect distance away from him. He pulls out that century from nowhere last night when he wasn't scoring in 6 frames. Not putting the ball in 6 out of 8 frames, and he throws that in.
It just shows the measure of the man. He's a proper Scottish warrior. You can name him that if you want. To knock that red in off my break after what I threw at him, he just showed me that he was still there and he wasn't going away. And he gave me a bit of an uneasy night, and fair play to him. He was awesome today. I really think he was awesome.
Final question, how are you? Big month, big 2 weeks, big day tomorrow. You know, absolutely everything going on. Are you ready? This is what we're born to do, you told me.
100%. You know, my game is in such good shape. I feel so good. You know, you can't help but get a little bit tense in a moment like that. But trust me, I'll be back. I'll be giving it my all for the next few days. You know, I've dreamt of this moment. I won't be letting it slip.
Bless you. Well done. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you, mate.
And we will be speaking to you again.